isolation replacement. Hello, what's going on? Ben is not here today. He is exhausted from all of his crazy birthday activities and preparing for a big party tonight. So instead, I am opening the show. Hello, everybody. It's good to have you here. If you want to support the show, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. Do all that stuff. Throw in those Facebook stars. I'm wearing my Mets shirt now because Ben can't say shit. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Chris Bowers.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm excited to be here. Today's going to be a fun show. We don't have Leedy either, so it's shitty doodle time today, too. So we're going to do some shitty doodles. That's going to be fun, so get out your shitty doodle pencils, people. We got some shitty doodles coming. And Ben's not here, so me and Steve are holding down the fort. In fact, Rachel's not even here. She's in Miami, so Queen Jared is here. Jared, how are you doing, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
That was a super cool pose. I like
Woo!
it.
Thank you very much. I've been workshopping cool poses for you guys.
He sent me 3 videos and told me to pick which one I liked, and that's
what do
not
we
the
think?
one I picked.
Do we like guns? Do we like guns? Maybe one of these. Point. And then everyone's like, ooh, we like the pointing where you're far away.
It looks like, Jared, both of those poses, you had some guns going. So.
No, I like the last one. It was a little more boy bandy. I like the boy band. You look like you missed your, see. Yeah.
You're a real special girl. That's what this pose says.
Yep. You are indeed a real special girl, Jarrett. All right. We did not have an overnight game. Steve, what's the Night King game? Let's do that right away.
Jared's got the Night King.
Jared's got
Night King game was Birthday a Celebrity. And the winner was Shannon Savage with Time for Cake and Vanilla Ice Cream.
Boom.
Nicely done. Actually, as it turns out, if you get some cake and vanilla ice cream, or if you get actual vanilla ice to come to your house, it's about the same price. So.
It depends if he's building you a deck. If he's putting a deck on your house, it's twice as expensive. He's singing songs, it's pretty cheap. But he's actually a pretty good carpenter.
All right, that said.
What's today's game?
Sometimes he just comes for free if you promise that he can have some of the ice cream.
Yeah. Well, today's game, because both we have Queen Jarrett in the house, and due to one of our comics, today's game is Sesame Street a song. So take a song and make it Sesame Street. Like, for instance, Big Birds Don't Cry. I like that one. Elmo Money, Elmo Problems. Or what about Snuffleupagus? Anyway, take a song, make it about Sesame Street, and the way you participate is you comment on any of our feeds. But if you want yours to count toward the prize at the end of the show, as well as having a much better chance of being read on air, what you do is you comment with a tip, at least $5 of a Venmo, a PayPal, or a Super Chat, and we'll read those at the end. And as always, if you are in our video front row, you get up to 2 entries for free.
Can you imagine how much Elmo would get tickled if he had money? Jesus. Anyway.
Well, maybe he would pay to tickle other people.
Oh, maybe. I think he likes getting tickled. I mean, all my Elmo knowledge means he looks like he's getting tickled, not... It doesn't, you know what?
Yeah, but if he was rich, maybe he would turn it around.
Maybe. So, you know, powerful men like to be in bondage kind of a thing. So, like, if you've got tickled for a job, you'd like to make people laugh at home. I get it. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
What were you saying, Taylor?
A tickly in the streets, a tickler in the sheets. I don't know.
I'm just glad he's not French. Okay, speaking of the video front row, I'm going to do that today. So if you guys want to turn on your cameras and show us your cool faces, we will get to a very... Oh, no.
My favorite part of this Bert and Ernie thing is it was just one offhanded comment. It wasn't...
And now it's a franchise.
There have been so many other things that have been said that haven't stuck with the show. Now, that is holy shit. That's next level.
We can see Rivers on the right there with his fingers.
Yes, sure. All right, we've got Val Ernie and Steve Burt there. Those are great. I love the eyes. Those are awesome.
Holy shit.
We got Anna Hood with a great background and a T-shirt. I love that. That looks great. Oh, and then rubber ducky earrings. Look at that. So even in the tub. Oh, I'm very excited about. Oh, look at this. We've got the Ernie shirt and the Ernie background, and it's our favorite person. It's Cassette Syllabus, everybody. Cassette Syllabus is here.
Oh, holding down the fort for Ben. Nicely done, Bowers. And by the way, how early did you guys know who our guests were on this one? Because I didn't even realize it until yesterday. So you guys are
Bowers,
done.
how long have we known?
I mean, they might have requested this a while. In fact, we should probably bring Ernie in. Rivers, why don't we put Rivers on screen too, and Jarrett as we go through this? And I think this will be kind of fun as we go through all the stuff that we go through. They might have asked me to see if we could book them, together. So we could have Ernie together. So now we've got Bert and Ernie on one show, and then I think we all kind of went all out. I mean, I did some. So I've got
Holy shit.
and I've written a little play. It goes like this. It goes, "Hi, I'm Andrew Rivers, and people call me Ernie. Hi, I'm Jarrett Berenstein, and people also call me Ernie."
Nicely done.
We know
Very
Bowers.
nicely done.
I don't want to know what Bowers does with those puppets when the cameras are off. But
No, you don't. By the way, what's funny is those were the second puppets I got because the first ones are a little scarier. You get stuff on eBay, you never know what you're going to get. Look at these.
oh boy,
See, Bowers, the thing is when you get the puppets, you're not supposed to run your car over them.
that's just what it looks like when he lays on top of them.
On camera and off camera, it involves him putting a hand up an ass. We just don't know which one. So.
Hey, look, it's just about being gentle. Roddy Snaps
subscribe
here.
to his
Roddy's here.
OnlyFans.
What's up, buddy? Oh, wait, I forgot about Tam. Where'd Tam go? Tam also has a great shirt. There's Tam. I love the hat, Tam. And you got earrings as well? Oh, my God. Is that an official Ernie shirt, or did you have that in your closet and you're like, well, fuck it, maybe we should have a takeover? How'd this go? How'd this happen?
I bought it just for this.
Okay, well, that's
I
good.
wish I had it in the show.
We missed Roddy. Put Roddy back up there for me. What'd you say, Tam?
I said I will be keeping it. It will come in handy later.
Yeah, no, most of this fun stuff's going to come into a Halloween or something. Never mind the bullocks. I like that, Roddy. Here's Roddy. I think you and Greg Burns Jackson should start a punk band. That's all I think should happen. You guys should start your own punk band. Why is that not
Also,
happening?
by the way, can I just add the amount of gag gifts that this show has been responsible for?
Yeah. Well, for the first 6 months, it was just a lot of gagging. Now it's a lot of gag gifts. What is this? I love the animation behind Greg Ernie Jackson as he's fighting
Oh
the
my
duck.
God.
This is amazing.
Oh jeez.
We got Sesame Street. She's got her
Oh my God.
book and her duck and her Kermit.
So my mom mailed this to me a couple of weeks ago for totally unrelated reasons.
Wait,
But one of
but
the
Kermit.
hilarious stories is Bert takes a bath. And for some reason, they're still together.
Wait. I mean, I've toured with these guys. It's not for some reason. We know what reason, but also Kermit's a Muppet. What's happening right now?
Oh, Kermit was on Sesame Street sometimes.
He did guest spots.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
crossover stuff. All right, my
Yeah.
apologies.
He was the franchise, so he did everything. That's
Yeah.
that's kind of the thing. Abby told us once in a VIP that her parents only let her watch the PBS growing up, and we said, well, yeah, but it worked. She's a doctor, so they were right. Nice job. Yeah. She only got to see the Muppets as a child. Sean Eric's here. Oh, he's got Elmo up there. Is he in tickle mode or getting tickled mode? Which do you think Elmo does more of there, Sean?
LJ.
Don't know.
He seemed into it.
I think that's an LJ's. LJ Mutz is here with that big duck. I think that's in his bathtub normally. He just had to go get it. I don't think this wasn't for the takeover. It has a how big's the hole in the bottom of that duck, LJ? Yeah, about right. Okay, good.
That's a hell of a shirt too.
That's a hell. Oh yeah. Oh, they're punks. Oh, it's pulp Muppets. It's a Royale with cheese. I love it. Melissa Fiore's here. Alpha, good to see you, Melissa. I love that. Nice background. Nice, good lighting. See, we got Philip and Alejandro. What do we got there? He's got his boat. Has he got a bow tie on today? Yeah, he's got a bow tie on today. All right, cool. Did he already destroy that sloth? Did he eat that sloth? He seems like he'd be a hunter. Oh, Brian Davies is here. What's up, buddy? Look at that. Like
not
the
too
background.
bad.
What's that?
I'm not too bad. I just saying it like this.
All right. Well, hello. Marissa Merrick's here. Marissa, how you doing? Are you knitting a Bert or an Ernie? What are you knitting?
Crocheting. Just a blanket.
Oh, you're crocheting. I can't fucking see. Again, I'm going with the Ben theme. I don't know the difference between the stitches.
It's
By the
a
way,
bl-
stitches gets bitches, guys. Stitches get bitches. So know the difference.
It's a blanket for Bert and Ernie to share.
Well, that's too big. We don't need that one that big. We usually get so close together.
Yeah, I gotta cancel my upcoming tour dates with you guys. Something just came up.
Oh, really? You're that into it? Brad Clark's here. Good to see you, Brad. I like all that Muppet stuff behind you. That's great. Curtis Mason's here. Curtis Mason taking a break from being the Night King to come and just hang out and chill with his Burt shirt. He's not in the factory. What kind of factory you work in, Curtis? I was hoping it was a dildo factory. I was hoping you were going to carry a bunch of big dildos and put them in a box, but then it was like a regular factory. Where do you work?
No, it's just a bunch of like steel parts for making construction equipment.
Fun.
That's
Shannon
boring.
Burke's here. Shannon Burke's here. I didn't choose the streets. The sheets chose me. And by the way, that shirt, they're riding around a little bus, which we're going to talk about in a second, Steve. That's hilarious.
Nice.
James Nielsen is here again, giving us nothing. Oh, no, he's got a background and a shirt. Look at this. Nice. I can't hear you, banana. I should say Carmel. Oh, he's got the pins. I like it. Hayden.
Wait, he's got one more thing. Oh, it's
one more
it's
thing.
disappearing on your green
This whole
screen.
green screen thing. We got it.
Say the importance of being Ernie.
Well, I thought it said I thought it said the importance of beating Ernie. I thought that was way worse.
You don't know what I'm
it
into.
says the impotence of being Ernie.
The impotence of Ernie. Yes, we got Hayden Cookie, Le Monster. Look at that. I like that. Great job. We have Steph Andrews about to lose another bet and have to eat another pineapple. How you doing, Steph?
Never eating another bet again. I'm dealing with a very temperamental dog at the moment. Sit down.
Michelle Sajak is here with the fucking bird glasses.
Oh my
Those
God.
are so great. Those are so awesome. Nice job. Wendy Swerdlow's here with Bert and Ernie where they belong. I like that.
Always thought I was a left hit kind of guy, so. This is the closest I've been to a woman in so long.
Frankie Bourbon's here. No way. Oh, look at that. Oh, Snuffleupagus. Holy shit. That's a deep cut to have a Snuffleupagus. That's great. Aranka Cookies. Hanukkah's here. Aranka Cookies. All right. Oh, she's got a Burt shirt. Oh, he's grumpy. That's when he's not Jayhawk. That's when he's grumpy Burt. Debs is here. What is this? Burt and Ernie video game. I love it.
Yes. One of my first video games. I was 3.
So you love these two since you were a tiny kid. I like that. Debs. That's
Yes.
very cool. You've been a fan of Jarrett and Andrew since before you knew they were people. I like that. Ray Benjamin's here. Ray, what's Ray got going on? He just drew a picture of a duck. Nice job, Ray.
Budget ducky.
It's what?
Budget ducky.
It's on a budget. That's definitely on a budget, Ray. Nice job.
It's from the song Paper Ducky.
JoJo's here. What's up, JoJo? I love that hat. It's a good looking hat. I like that. Lindsey Brown looks like she's on. Oh, that's where she's doing that octopus thing again. That's that squid blanket. I like it. All right. Nice. It's like an accordion blanket. It gets bigger. Okay. Nice job. All right. All right. James Nielsen. Oh, you figured it out? His book?
James disappeared.
I've been lying.
You got Taylor. You got.
No, he's
He was
just
fucking with
switch
it.
his camera up there.
Oh, here we go. All right. The importance of being Bert and Ernie. All right.
There we go.
Oh, it switches. Oh, I get it. So it was written by Ernie, but Bert made him change it so it also had his name on it too. I get it. What's this? Have an emergency. Nice. So you're saying that Rivers his emergency plan always involves finding rubbers. I like it. All right. God, Ralph discovered a new Sesame Street character. Oscar got gentrified. This is terrible. Ralph, I get it. We're telling Ralph's done.
I think that's it. Yell at me if I forgot you.
Oh, there's Ralph's head. All right. What's up, Ralph?
All right. Did we get everybody?
I think so.
I think we got everybody. And you know what? We do have a special guest. We have a special
Jen.
guest.
No,
oh, wait.
sorry. This is what happens when you come in late.
Yeah, show up
Gaslighting
late.
you, Jen.
Hey, Jen Winkleplex here. What's up, Jen Winkleplex? How you doing? Hope the dog's all right, and I hope the van life's going good. All right, we also have a real special guest coming right now because Ben's on here, and just because, why not? It's Kristin Key, everybody. Kristin Key's our surprise guest. Yay!
Hey everybody, Big Bird here. Tell me how to get to SDSC Street. Okay. Hi guys, Big Bird here. I got some SDSC Street news. Apparently Bert and Ernie have blown up online, like big time. And yeah, memes everywhere. People are talking about it. Bert might have to go to the hospital though because he keeps saying that he's Jarrett, and we're like, take your meds, Bert. I think he might be bipolar. Ernie doesn't notice any of it because he's so high. We're like, take less meds, Ernie. But I thought it was so interesting that we discovered that these two comedians were actually Muppets. And I was like, well, are there other comedians that might be Muppets? So I've been looking around and I think I found a few. Like, I don't know if you've seen Steve Hofstetter lately, but he looks a little bit like my friend Grover. If you don't see it there, maybe you'll see it in this one.
Do not like that I happen to be wearing a blue shirt today. I do not like that.
I mean, you put him in a pink helmet and a crop top, and hello, Mr. Hofstetter. You'll have to take up a lot more than that to not look like Grover. Okay. Oh, what about Rachel? I saw Rachel and I was like, oh my God, that kind of looks a little bit like Abby. A little bit like Abby. But wait until you... Now that's Rachel. She is. Ben Gleib, of course, you know, I think he's been hiding his Guy Smiley this whole time, but of course, give him a joint and a bag of weed, maybe. And then Bowers over there. I can't look at Bowers and not see the Cookie Monster, but it's not right. That doesn't quite look like Bowers. How about now? Or maybe with a hooker. He's the Nookie Monster.
For chlamydia.
But we're not here for them. We're here for Bert and Ernie. That's right. So Jared is Bert and Andrew is Ernie, and this is what we've learned. Bum bum bum. The bathtub is for Ernie. He likes to be the cleanest. Well, sometimes Bert gets in and helps him wash his rubber ducky. You're the one. Make bath time lots of fun. Rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you. Bloop boop be-doo. Sometimes late at night, they play under the covers. It's okay, if they're gay as long as they wear rubber ducky. You're the one. Big bath time, lots of fun. Oh, rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you. Jared and Andrew used to be two nobody comedians. Now they're Bert and Ernie, though Jared disagrees. But secretly he likes being a meme. Andrew doesn't even notice because he's so stoned. But these men became Muppets, and you know they probably love it. And it's not the first time they've had a hand up their rubber ducky. And I squeeze you, you make noise. Rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you. Hey, thank you guys. Love you.
Nice job, Kristin. By the way,
Thanks, Grover.
Never
job,
have.
Kristin.
Oh, it's Rachel.
Joe.
I saw what you did there, and I'll give you one of these. And love you so much.
It looks so much like you when you add the quiet sign in the finger. It's like...
My hair is kind of like that.
Never have two comedians regretted sending avails for a specific tour.
Be my last appearance on the show, and you'll be hearing
And
from
Jared,
my lawyers.
I'm so sorry.
Fine.
I didn't tell you what was going on. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
I regret nothing. I regret nothing. I got to create a little hooker lady to put in Bowers' hands.
We just talked.
Rubbed his back. He ate cookies the whole time.
That is actually how Bowers hires a hooker. That is.
Wrong. That's I just pay her to make me look at me so I don't eat as many cookies. That's what it's about.
Kristin, will you go back to that picture of Cookie Monster with the hooker?
Yes, please.
That's to scale of Bowers with a hooker.
Wait, is that Hookie Monster?
Cookie Monster.
By the way, we do have a Ben.
Me love Hookie. Sorry. Sorry.
Alex Breyer.
That's her pimp.
Alex Breyer tipped and said today's letter is B for Bert. So. Jared, you got anything coming in?
Not so far.
All right, I got some other stuff.
ATM.
I got some other stuff. So Cass tipped and said for Kristin, because that song made me laugh so hard I'm wheezing and coughing. And then Tam threw in a general and said, Bert and Ernie, how much are y'all regretting calling Kelly Collette Big Bird now?
That was not a y'all. That was something that Rivers did by himself.
It's kind of fun that Rivers made the joke that made Kelly Collette sad that made us make you Bert.
Which made me sad, yeah.
Yeah. So that was a double for Andrew, and he didn't get hurt at all because he's Ernie, which everyone loves. It's
yeah, he got away with murder, this kid.
She kind of looked like Big Bird, though. No, I'm kidding. I don't think she looked like
All
Big
right,
Bird.
love you guys. Bye. Sorry.
All right, see you, Rachel. Have fun in Miami.
Great, thank you. Realizing
okay, so
that your
a thing
friends aren't your friends is a good lesson for all of us.
You know what? Some of us learn that lesson a little bit as we get older, don't we?
So speaking of touring with these guys and other things, I posted about this on my social media earlier today. But Taylor, do you have the picture? Excellent. So my big news that I teased at the end of yesterday's episode is I got a bus. So I got a tour bus. It's a mini school bus that I'll be converting over the next 2 months, hopefully in time for the August tour. And I saw a lot of people in the comments suggesting names for it. And I would love help naming it. Jarrett suggested Buster Keaton, which I think was great. Druck suggested Magic Fool Bus.
Nice.
That's pretty solid. Now I want to call it Snuffleupagus Bus, but
Yes.
Nice. Now,
or maybe Buster the Grouch. I don't know.
Is it true you got a grant from the government to get a small school bus because Andrew's on your tour? Was that?
I made that joke in the text thread, you thief!
You didn't say it now, though.
Yeah, so I'm very excited about the whole thing, and I'd love some fun naming ideas. I saw a couple people suggested Bus Walsh, which I think would be hilarious, but a very specific audience. Not everybody would. But it would be fun to call it I'm gonna put a rap with my text number, but I have a new text number now. I had to get a new text number. I wanted to call it Bus Walsh, but it would be fun to just write on the top, to just write, hey.
How about Who Bus Stank?
Oh God! After 2 weeks on the tour, yeah.
Me Bus Stank. That's the answer. Me Bus Stank.
There you go. Oh my God! I feel like that far out won't be safe.
You have to put a red hanky on the last Y. That's how that works.
Yeah.
So you don't we got any tips coming in for Kristin? That was Kristin's set, by the way. That song was Kristin's set. So
It's amazing.
Anybody's just sitting on their wallets like, I'm not going to tip her until she does some comedy.
Stuff coming in. Abby Wright tipped $10. Said Kristin, the song was amazing. Josepha tipped $10. Said Kristin for making Queen Jarrett smile. Berman tipped and said Kristin, as always, great song. And then I got a general from Tam that says today's show is brought to you by the letters F and U, supported by the Berenstein Corporation.
What was the last part?
Supported by the Berenstein Corporation.
I do have a tip coming in for Kristin. Brett Steinbuck for Kristin, $5. That song deserves more, but I am poor.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to spend it on terrible, terrible things.
Frank Berman also threw in and said that I should paint my bus like the one in the Muppet movie.
Yes, and you should call it Bus Stuff.
Bus Stuff is it. Oh my God.
Kristin,
on the side it can say,
I'm like bus stuff.
I'm into bus stuff.
And then if like when there's not enough room for everybody to hang out, I'll be like, sorry, not everybody's into bus stuff.
Yes!
Yeah.
Pick it up when I'm putting it
Everybody
down.
wants to be in.
Right? Shut up, Ray. Bus Stuff is very funny, Chris.
Bus stuff is.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I think that's the one I'm gonna call. That's what I'm gonna call it, regardless of what Steve.
I think I'm funnier as Big Bird.
Kristin can't name 2 of my vehicles, so it's already Kristin. Can't.
I think I should name all of your vehicles. Next, you should get a rocket.
I don't want to know what you name the rocket.
Jizzy.
No, it'd be Red Rocket. Obviously, you'd be Red Rocket, Steve. That's not great.
No, it would be erectile dysfunction.
So now they fight in the rocket? That what you're saying? They don't get along in the rocket? Now the rocket has dysfunction?
And it always takes off too early.
We got some more tips coming in for Kristin. Anna Hood threw in and said, thanks so much for that song. Ray said, for Kristin because she is awesome. And Amanda Bibbins said, Kristin, I can breathe. I don't know if she meant I can't breathe or I can breathe. Either way,
should we all start checking in with each other? Guys, I can breathe too. No, this was fun. Bowers called me earlier in the week, and like legit, I was like, "Oh, Bowers is calling. I should answer this because he might be in a hospital." We don't usually talk on the phone, and so he was like,
yeah.
"Oh, could you put something together?" And I'm like, "Drop everything!" Like, this became my whole week. So
I took a bunch of mushrooms, and that night I thought, oh my God, I've got a genius idea. And then I had to wait till 8 a.m. when I thought you might be awake to say, and I didn't go to bed that night. And like I had this idea at 4:30 and then just laid in bed waiting for you to wake up till 8. Can you make fun of Bert in a song? I need you.
It was a good
make Bert
idea.
a song.
But if you would have called me on mushrooms and tried to sell me this idea, I'd have been like, fuck off, Bowers. This is ridiculous.
That's exactly what I did. You don't think you got sold on mushrooms? You bought it.
Yeah, they don't wear off after 4 hours, so he created.
Yeah, you don't call a physician if it's still going for 4 hours with mushrooms, and you just go, "Yay, these were good mushrooms."
Get in the rocket.
Get the rocket. You're in the barrel. Are we caught up so we can get to Andrew?
Last one from Brian Davies, $5 for Jared and Andrew for being good sports. You're the American Ant and Dec, which I don't get that reference.
They're great sports from somewhere other than America. That's all I got.
And just know that Ant was a very fun one and Dec was a weird one that no one liked.
Most important thing, you each just got $2.50 American.
It's got the L. Is that euros? What is that? Euros.
Pounds. That's
Maybe
a pound.
like $3.75.
Is pound.
Oh.
It was pounds, so it's more. Also, we got Kim Stewart tipped Kristin, said I almost didn't watch today, thank goodness. And then says, thank goodness I didn't. I think she means thank goodness I didn't watch. Because otherwise, how is she tipping?
No, I think she meant to say, I wish I wouldn't have watched. Here's some money to stop.
Kim speaks for all of us. Anyway, then she said my new favorite song. And then Tam tipped and said to Biggie B, which is Kristin, I guess.
That's me.
I will never look at rubber duckies the same way. And then Ray tipped 5 each for Bert and Ernie for bath bombs.
Or bath bongs, whichever you're into.
People don't realize that bath bombs are a total waste of money. Your body naturally produces bath bombs when you're in the tub.
And somehow Jared's still engaged. I don't know.
Do you strain them out or do you squish them down the drain? Okay, let's get to...
Oh my God.
Where's Rachel to keep this going? Rachel, we need you.
Are we caught up?
I like this comment that says Kristin is Miss Frizzle.
I think, Jared, are we caught up on your
We're caught up.
All right, coming up next, it's our favorite Muppet. It's Andrew Rivers. It's Ernie, everybody.
Oh my gosh. Gonna follow that. All right. Well, thanks for having me. Wow. Just speechless. But it's hard to transition back into stand-up mode, you know? Like, oh, my parents are weird. But anyway, I went out with this girl a couple times over the summer, and things were going well. And one night we were about to hook up, but she just got a random nosebleed in the middle of it. Just like out of nowhere, her nose started bleeding. At least that's what I told the cops. And, you know what's interesting about making out with someone who's bleeding is that you don't know for a while. Because I'm not just making out with my eyes open like some kind of weirdo. Like, I like to watch. I want to remember this, you know? So you just kind of go until you taste blood.
Oh my God.
So that kind of killed the vibe for the night. So we never ended up hanging out, or we never ended up having sex that night. And then just because of scheduling, like we never got to hang out again. You know, like I went on tour and she didn't want to talk to me anymore. So, but then a couple months later, she showed up on a reality TV show called The Bachelor. And if you've never seen this show, it's a reality TV show, right? They take 40 women, they make them live in the same house and date one guy. And they're not allowed outside contact with the world. It's like Survivor, but they let them shave. So she didn't marry the guy from TV, but she ended up going viral because, well, her name's Katie, but they just called her the dildo girl because just like Survivor, you get to bring an emotional support item from home. And so she brought a giant vibrator on television. And now she has like 1 million Instagram followers, and I feel like she owes me. Because if we'd hooked up that night, she wouldn't be the dildo girl. You know what I mean? She'd be a very sexually satisfied reality show contestant. That's not getting anybody 1 million Instagram followers. But she's now the Bachelorette, which is exciting. And as soon as that was announced, everybody I know was like, you got to go on the show and you got to win her back. That's the fairy tale ending. And I was like, I don't know how much I want to lean into that. I don't want my claim to fame to be, I'm the guy who couldn't close the deal with the horny chick from reality TV, TMZs through airports. It's the guy who got rejected by Snooki. Thank you. No autographs, please. But now that the show is on, I'm so glad that they didn't put me on the show because they're not looking for me. They're looking for symmetrical faces and white teeth. And, every guy on there is like, I'm a firefighter and this is my orphanage. I look after in my spare time. It's always like, it's Greg. He's a hockey player. And they show him playing hockey with disabled kids. And I'm like, what would they do for me? He's a comedian. It's just me jerking off in a La Quinta, I'm just trying to find love. But, I'm glad that it all went down like this because there's closure, Most relationships end and then you don't really talk to each other for a while because of the judge. And but now I get to watch TV and go, oh, she's really good at dating 40 guys at once. Maybe that's what happened. I've been cheating on you guys a little bit. I did some shows, I've been doing some half capacity shows, but I did some shows where there was no limits, because we're in like phase 2, but Texas is in phase 2. Many people are alive. So, boy, that feels so much better. It feels like I just discovered my girlfriend has been faking an orgasm for the last year. I'm like, that's what that's supposed to sound like? Because that is different. I'm going to miss some of the spaced out things, I think, as a spectator. It sucks as a performer, but as a spectator, I went to a NBA game recently and it was only 1/3 capacity. And by the way, are they opening arenas based on how far teams get in the playoffs? Is that what's happening? Swear to God, LA was like one of the most locked down cities, and then the Clippers in the second round, and they're like, we need home court advantage. Open it up. But I went to the Blazers game, and it was 1/3 capacity, and it was nice. I don't usually like live sports because it's, there's a guy spilling beer on your head. There's another guy yelling racial slurs, and I get it. It's the name of the team, but team, but sports. I love the NBA playoffs last year. We're in the bubble. That was very exciting. Although I didn't like that the players had social justice slogans on their jersey instead of their name. And I'm fine with politics and sports. I just don't know the names of the players anymore. I'm yelling at the TV like, fuck you, Black Lives Matter. Yeah. Education reform can suck my dick. And so, long story short, I'm not allowed at Buffalo Wild Wings anymore. All right. Thank you guys very much. My name is Andrew Rivers.
Andrew Rivers, everybody. Andrew Rivers. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. Do all that stuff. I'm terrified because Andrew and I have stayed in La Quintas before. But I will say that, dude, I mean, the Bachelor set, it's also so much fun to watch because now there are these like clickbait articles coming out about Andrew. Where like there was one that was like 5 things you need to know.
I was featured in Us Weekly, yeah.
And you did that episode of To Catch a Predator.
Yeah. Hiding in the bushes. They never found me, but
I do think it is ridiculous that they have like the 40 people in the house. Like it always struck me that it was like Survivor for Mormons.
I've always thought it'd be funny if I was going to go on The Bachelor, which obviously I would never get accepted to The Bachelor, but if I was on The Bachelor, I thought it'd be funny to like pick one girl the first night and just fall in love with her and then not pay attention to anybody else the rest of the show. Just the first night you're like, Wendy's my girl, and that's just, you just hang out at all the private dates, all the everything, just her. She gets to go on a helicopter. All the rest of the girls just drink in a house and are sad. You just go on this like a perfect date with the one girl the whole time.
Or all the other girls drinking in the house and are happy.
Thank
It's
God.
a burn on me, Steve, and I appreciate, they'd be excited that I didn't pick them. Is that what you're saying, you dick? Thanks.
No, they're excited. That, I mean, you sound a little clingy in that one. You sound a little...
No, I I would pick what I connected with. I'm just saying I think it'd be funny to fuck up the whole show. Is all I'm saying.
By the
You know
way,
what I
I
mean?
would want to. I would love to see The Bachelor or The Bachelorette if they outlawed like a couple of words, like if you were a contestant on it, but you couldn't use the word connection, you couldn't use the word heart.
Here for the right reasons.
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't say for the right reasons, and then people would just be there, and be like, "I got
think
a dildo."
that's just required in the script.
Yeah.
Well, see, I've always wanted one. I would do one where the guy had to plan the date, right? So I'd call it Mr. Romantic or whatever. Because right now, like a PA plans all the dates.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
It's not like this isn't this real guy. So if you fall in love with him on a show, then you're like, wait, where's the helicopter and the picnic in Hawaii? He didn't fucking know how to do that. Some guy with a fucking PA and a So I'd like to give a guy 30 grand and go, what would be your perfect date? Or 10, whatever it is, you know, and then have him go plan it, you know, and then see if they're
Powers,
romantic
it
or
would
good
be
at it.
paying the
That'd be
girl
cool.
30 grand to sleep with him, and then that would be all the.
I rub their backs and they tell me stories. We don't sleep.
Well, I watched I watched one season of The Bachelorette. I'm divorced. And so when I was married, I didn't always control the television. And so I watched one season of Bachelorette, and there was one thing where they like brought them to Iceland, and they went on this date on like the top of some mountain that they flew them into, and then he basically proposed, and she was not interested, and she left, and they helicoptered her off, and I'm just watching going, that guy's still just on a mountain. Like imagine getting rejected on television and then also be like, can anyone pick me up? Anyone?
Gets to ski down the mountain.
Yeah, he just rolls down. He just in his own sadness.
I think that's just convenient. You're already at the top of a hill. Just.
Oh my God. There's a cliff right there, man. There you go. Actually, thinking about it, the guy's name was Cliff. That's weird. All right, we got some stuff coming in right now. We got a general from Melissa said, because I just love you all so much. We got Kim Stewart tipped $10 for Ernie. You never disappoint. Alex Breyer tipped and said, Andrew Rivers, you're the one. You made SDSC lots of fun. Andrew Rivers, at least you didn't get stuck as Bert.
An honor to be Bert, by the way. The responsible one? I'm sorry. Do you think that rent would get paid or the electric bill would get paid in that house? We wouldn't be able to see shit in Bert and Ernie's apartment if it wasn't for Bert, all right? Bert pride.
Also, as a fellow Bert, by the way, I appreciate that. Joseph tipped and said it should be the Magic Fool's Bus, starring Kristin Key as Miss Frizzle. So nice. And then we got some other game entries coming in. And then Tam tipped and said, Andrew, racial slurs and teams names about did me in. That was a great joke.
That was a great joke. Yeah.
Thanks,
That was
guys.
fantastic. Frank Berman said, Andrew, great set. Jojo said, Andrew, Dildo Bachelorette's chicks loss is our gain. And I'm caught up on my end. Jarrett.
All right, two things before I read these tips. Number one, I took a Spanish class in high school, and I know that La Quinta in Spanish means 5 stars out of 10. Also, I don't think we understand how weird the dating shows are, like Bachelor and Bachelorette, because they do fly you to like the top of a mountain for the most romantic dinner of all time, but then you have a first date up there. So you're like on top of this mountain, and you're just like, so do you have any siblings or?
It's also crazy to me that, like, when people were so against gay marriage and people were like, we respect the sanctity of marriage, you know, like putting 40 people in a house and watching them fight over it. God intended.
Well, it's kind of like when the florist wouldn't give give flowers to gay weddings. I'm like, oh, because it's a sin? Because I think 80% of your business is fucking adulterers. Jesus.
All they do is just sell apologies to adulterers.
Yeah, you don't sell things to fucking sinners because that's your entire business plan, motherfucker.
They have 2 sections in their flower shop. One is for the mistresses, and the other side are the apology for the mistresses' flowers.
Yes.
Anyways, so I do have 2 tips. I have one for Rivers, and it says, Angela. It's from Angela, $5. Nice set, Ernie.
Hey, thank you.
Angela also sent $5 for Bert because he is my favorite.
Oh.
And by the way, Bert tipped and said $5 for Bert. Embrace being Bert.
Hell yeah. Bert.
And then Anna Hood tipped and said for Bert and Ernie. And then Zach Neighborhouse tipped and said, Andrew, not to stroke your ego, I recently saw you on tour with someone, I can't remember who. My friend Emily thought you were, quote, hot as fuck. So.
Oh, now we know that woman with only one arm's name was Emily.
I guess you weren't that memorable, Steve.
That was the joke they were making, for sure.
Okay.
But,
Well, I thought you were on tour with Corey Michaelis. I thought that's what the joke was.
Yeah. I've been on tour in my living room, and well, is that the lady that yelled out in Fort Wayne that was like, "You're hot"? And I was like, I can't see if I agree from back there.
Oh yeah, that might have been that one. I forgot about that. Yeah, when they asked you if you were single, and you were like, "The lights are too low for me to answer that question."
Wow, a beggar and a chooser. This is awesome.
You don't look gift whores in the mouth. That's what it's. Did I get the phrase wrong? I'm sorry. I get the phrase wrong.
No, you got it exactly right, Steve. That's the specific phrase.
You got it right except for the mouth part. You're supposed to look somewhere else.
I need to weigh in on this because you did that joke, Steve, and Rivers laughed his ass off, and Jared frowned as far as a person can frown.
That's not funny, Steve.
I can't even frown correctly.
I literally, when I put all this together, I'm like, oh, I'm going to get Kristin. I was all still on mushrooms. I'm going to get Kristin. I go, and then I said to Kristin, I go, and the best part is then after all of that, Rivers has to follow it. And I laughed my ass off for like 10 minutes. So the fact that it took you a second made me very happy.
Some people on mushrooms have.
We still had the whole like 5-10 minutes in between after the song, and I was like, can we have more time, please?
Why is it, Bowers, that some people take mushrooms and like see God, and you're like, no, we're gonna fuck with my friends, Bert and Ernie.
I saw God about
Come to
2:30.
Jesus
I didn't start
moment.
fucking with Bert and Ernie until 5:30. I'm just saying, like, it's all about levels, man.
I think
God.
you're.
Bye, God. I'm
you're-
gonna go fuck with this show.
I think it's a very productive thing to do on mushrooms. The last time I did mushrooms, I was just messaging my fiance, like, can you believe apps that have like cars that move in them? That's amazing.
That is amazing.
I was on mushrooms. I was just looking at the Uber app just because I was enjoying watching the cars go around. And I was like, this is cool as shit, man. This is the coolest invention. Humans did this. Good for us.
If you ever feel bad about the world, take mushrooms and go to the grocery store and realize what we have at our fingertips for almost free, and you're like, Jesus Christ, we live in the best time to ever be alive. I mean, think about if somebody from 1975 came to Ralph's right now, what they would think. They'd be like,
But it depends on
"Geez."
if they were on
used to-
shrooms or not.
I was looking at this last night. Like, you didn't used to always get strawberries. You only had strawberries for a certain amount of time. Like, every food used to be like the McRib. Can you even fucking imagine?
Bowers said basically free because you do still have to get out the door with it.
No, I'm saying, like, it's just cheap as shit. I mean, you can buy bananas for a nickel. I mean, it's not like, I'm just saying, like, we have abundance of food that's pretty cheap. I'm just saying you can go to the grocery store and get a lot of food for pretty cheap. That's all I'm saying.
He's having a spiritual epiphany, but it included a McRib.
Yeah.
Powers always compares history to before McRib and after McRib.
Bowers' grocery list involves stopping at AM, PM, and
just if all your food was like Taco Bell items where you couldn't get them all the time, that's what the 70s were like. That's all I'm saying.
No, I understand. It is kind of crazy just seeing the differences from like the first time I started touring. If you wanted anything other than like a diner food, you could get Chinese food in a random town, and that was it. And now every town in America has like a Thai place and a Mexican place and a Vietnamese place. Like that's all stuff that's just the last 15 years or so.
Yeah, I mean, in the 70s, the only thing that was in the grocery stores, like, year-round was cocaine and mustaches.
I'm just saying.
Which, by the way, impulse buy, they would sell them together.
Lay's now has 9 different flavors of barbecue chips. 9 barbecue chips that are different flavors. That's amazing. We live in.
Was that your last mushroom trip where you just went and counted barbecue chips at the grocery store?
That wasn't a mushroom trip. That was.
This
just
feels like a moment for the
Bowers
count to
gets
pop
to-
up.
That's how Bowers,
9 barbecue chips.
Bowers gets to sleep. He just counts barbecue chips.
That is true.
And then eventually he comes and passes out. So. All right, we got some more tips coming in.
Where's Leedy? She would have drawn that.
Oh my God!
Wait, you want to feel like
you
want to feel like a loser? I said to Leedy, "Hey, you're gonna be on the show today. It's gonna be Bert and Ernie Day," and she goes, "No, sorry, I have a lunch with my agent." I said, "Oh my God!"
She's been doing like TV and performing for like 15 years.
I know,
she was a
dude.
kid.
I'm just saying. Oh, she is a kid. I'm just saying.
Well, so have we, but our agents keep canceling on us. You know.
Somebody had a meeting with an agent. It was for car insurance. So
Bowers can't get a call back from his real estate agent.
This is my latest TV credit, and I have a bird on my head.
Wait, I love that Bowers is calling his agent going, "Do you have a vehicle for me?" And it's an actual vehicle. Okay, Anna Hood tipped and said, "Ernie, the pandemic is over. Please put this toward a haircut."
Have it scheduled. Thank you very much.
We've got Kim tipped and said, Bert, and a heart. And then we got Cass tipped and said, "For Ernie, my sides are hurting again, but it's worth it for how hard you made me laugh."
Nice.
And then Christina Jordan tipped and said, "For Kristin, Jarrett, and Andrew, 3 of my favorites." So awesome. And I'm caught up on this end. What about over by you, Jarrett?
Now I'm all caught up.
Well, let's play this game then. You want to play the game? We ready?
Let's play the game. All right, couple of non-paid entries that I liked a lot. We got Brett Steinbrook, "Waiting for a grouch like you."
Nice.
Matthew Brooks, "Count on me." Is that a lean on me?
Nice.
And Marissa Francis Harnetti, "I'm Kermit out." And that's what I got.
All right. Raise your hand in the participant window if you want to go. And Taylor, why don't you just put them up in order because I don't know who raised their hand first.
Frank Burt.
Yep. Okay.
Frank Burman. There we go.
Yep.
What you got?
I have 2. I have a Bridge Grover, Troubled Waters.
Nice.
Then I have once, twice, 3. 3 times a lady. Ha 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 ha.
Once, twice, 3 times a lady.
I was gonna do that same thing with 8675309.
Marissa Merrick.
Okay, I've got another Bert rides the duck.
Bert. Another Bert
rides the duck.
Bert.
Then I have another one. There's really no change to it. It's the final countdown.
Shannon Burke.
I have Wake Me Up Before You Elmo. And today's episode of Sesame Street is brought to you by the letters W-A-P.
Nice.
Wet ass puppet. Damn it.
Beat Taylor.
Hey, the Cookie Monster.
It is when we're done with it. Okay, what?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I have 50 ways to leave your Grover.
Nice.
And kind of similar, I've got the Jackson 5 classic. This episode is brought to you by the letters ABC and the numbers easy as 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Real quick, did any of the past people have shitty doodles? I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, we got shitty doodles. If we got shitty doodles, show them to us.
Raise your hand again if you had doodles. We'll go from now on. Get rid of Hannah. Anna Hood.
Anna Hood.
I didn't finish my doodle in time. So I have Splish Splash, Bert and Ernie were taking a bath. And I have Furry, What It's Worth.
Nice.
And an extra Grover, send Bert and Ernie right over.
Little red Grover.
You continue your drawing, Anna. Just let us know when it's done.
Okay.
Abby!
Instead of Free Bird, Big Bird. And Happy Birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Yeah, I like that one.
Good job, Abby. Sean Ehrlich.
I have Elmo's Coming by Three Dog Night.
Nice.
And then No Change Needed, St. Elmo's Fire. And then I do have a shitty doodle. And so this is Bauer's counting barbecue potato chips. And, about to come.
That is a penis. Damn it.
Well, I'm also hard. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that.
Alejandra.
I have Grover goes down to Georgia. So the devil goes down to Georgia. And when I think about you, I tickle myself.
By the way, Alejandra, I think Philip's chewing through your Ethernet cord. Just a heads up.
He thought it was a squeezy tube.
Aranka.
Okay. I couldn't cut that, so you get the whole thing. I always felt like a left-tit guy. And I tried to get everybody.
Oh my god! So good!
That is awesome.
That Bowers is
I
great.
look like a maniac on the guitar. Look how cool I
The
am.
guitar's great.
I had one for Lily for a little sooner.
Aww.
Oh, that joke is over.
Okay. My game entries. Big birds don't cry.
Nice.
And I can get no cookies.
That was
Nice act
impressive as
out.
hell.
Nicely done.
Nice. That was good.
Wake up, Black.
All right. So the game entries, I have China Grover.
Nice.
Nice.
And then based off of a previous thing when Rachel can't pronounce stuff, what you see, same street, what you get, what you see, same street. Anyway, and then the see same from a while ago. Here's my shitty doodle. I call it Pillow Talk with Bert and Ernie. If they were gonna have reverse roles from the humans, Bert says, "Fuck off, I'm Andrew," and left boob, and Ernie says, "No, you're Jarrett, I'm Andrew." And then the duck says, "Stop fighting."
I love it. It says, "Fuck off, I'm Andrew," and left boob.
Great job, Pam.
Starting with the shitty doodle, I have Steve's bus stuff. Make sure it has a flared base.
You don't want to lose the bus when you're doing bus stuff.
Very unique kind
God.
of spoiler. You know, you gotta have just the right.
Don't end up in Abby's ER with some bus stuff accidents.
Don't want any bus stuff. I have
Magic
the,
stool bus.
Magic stool bus. Oh no. Wow.
Yes. So I have the Nirvana classic Kermit As You Are.
Nice.
And here I am stuck in Miss Piggy with you.
Ow. Is that when Kermit and Gonzo on a three-way with Miss Piggy? Is that what that
Obviously, Fozzie's on the three-way. Anyway, Ralph.
I like Big Bird, and I cannot lie. Cookies by the ocean. No, 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 no.
Melissa.
So instead of Joan Jett's I Love Rock and Roll, I love cookie dough.
Nice. Love it.
All right, then. Right.
Muted.
I didn't mute you this time, Ray. You're muted.
This works.
Ray, you're unmuted. You're muted, Ray.
Damn it.
There you go.
I got two.
Okay.
First of all, your
Now I muted you.
All right, unmute Ray. Come on.
Sorry.
All right, so you got 2. All right,
Yeah.
we heard that part.
Fortunately, I was laughing too hard to do any shitty doodles beyond the budget ducky. First one is, why are there so many songs about Muppets? But the better one is, Bert, Ernie. Bert, Ernie.
Bum, 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 butter, bum, bum. Are you doing under pressure? Where's he going?
I have no idea.
All right.
I'll get back to you, Ray.
I think he's going on the long walk he just took us on.
All right.
Greg.
Okay. I also had Santa Little Fire, but I just wanted to put the picture up there because I would make it.
Nice.
And I got Slipknot Snuff Olophagus.
Oh, that changes that a lot.
I got one shitty doodle. It's the our guests' faces when they realize the depth of preparation that went into today.
Also, I was blissfully ignorant. I had no idea. This is great.
That's why I didn't put stuff in the spreadsheet. I wanted it to be just as much of a surprise for you and Ben as everybody else, and then Ben didn't even show up. So it worked out.
You did it well.
And he doesn't watch the
Don't worry,
show,
Ben
so
wasn't
he's
going to
never
watch
gonna
the show anyway.
Never see it.
Michelle.
All right, we got Bert. And when Bert cries.
This is what it sounds like when the bird cries.
That's what I assume it sounds like when Bert cries.
Oh, I thought you were doing bop. Wendy.
I paid for an extra entry, and I'm hoping
Okay.
you guys can hear me.
Yes.
We got you.
All right. Adele's rolling in the meat.
Nice.
A reimagining of Lady Gaga and Beyonce's Telephone. Ring. Yep. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 Lords of Leaping.
Brian Davies.
So my doodles were Bert and Ernie playing at the Roxy, turning up in the tour bus. A NASA rocket in bed trying to explain, sorry, this normally doesn't happen to me.
The red rocket blasted off too soon. Is that what you're saying, Brian?
Or didn't blast off at all.
And then obviously the poor old bloke left at the top of the mountain. So my entries were what's that coming over the hill? It's obviously the Cookie Monster by the Automatic, and rather than Ebony and Ivory, then it's our Jarrett and our Ernie. Sure.
Lindsey Brown.
Okay. I thought I would maybe come in with an assist or two for Ray, because I think it's one of two things that he was trying to do there with that second one. I think it was either Bert and Ernie. Bert and Ernie. Or maybe Bert. Another Bert bites dust. I get it was one of those.
I think it's another Bert rides the bus. Great job, Liz.
All right. Anna Hood's got her drawing.
So this takes shitty doodle to a whole nother level, but this is the image I had in my head earlier. I can just envision someone in war-torn Europe amidst all the rubble saying, Sure wish I had a McRib right now.
It got so bad you could see their McRibs.
Yeah.
Fuck off. That's great.
I'm sorry. All right, good night, guys.
All right. Steph, you're up. Steph?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
I have Big Bert's Don't Cry.
Nice.
And the wheels on the Bert go round and round.
All right, that's it for the front row. What you got, Jarrett?
All right, I only have one paid game entry from Teresa Richards. I like big birds and I cannot lie.
All right, I got a couple more coming in. Hold on here. Okay, so you got the PayPal's, right, Jarrett?
No, I do not.
What?
No. Was someone supposed to send those to me, or did I have the password?
Okay, I got them. Don't worry about it. Well, because that came in from Teresa over here.
Are we way behind on PayPal?
So, no. I got them.
Okay.
I had them just in case. Okay. Alex Breyer had "Tickle Me Softly" with fur fingers. All right. Dave Adler had, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4 by Coolio, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 by Schoolio. The lyrics: "Ain't no party like a pre-school party, because a pre-school party don't stop until nap time." And then hold on, wait. I think I got one or two more. Frank Notaro had like a bridge under troubled waters, but instead like a bath with my rubber ducky.
Like a bridge over Andrew Rivers.
Tam had "Livin' La Vida Manamana." And then "Big Birds Don't Fly." And I'm trying to see if there were any other that I missed. I think we're caught up.
I just got one more from Gary Husky, the Oscar Etheridge classic, "Come to My Trash Can."
Come inside. Okay, gross. All right.
There are two from Amanda Bibbins, and I'm trying to figure out the spacing here, and I'm getting sympathy for Rachel. So there's a Bert telling Ernie everybody washes, but I really like watching the way you do it. I don't know what that is from. And then after last night, learned a new way to walk. I don't know what that is a parody of, but I'm reading the tips.
New way to walk. Wow.
I'm doing
It's a
my job
Muppet
reading
song.
the tips.
I got a new way to walk, and I walk with confidence. It's a Muppet song.
Oh, okay. Good.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a rough sex song. I didn't realize that's what it was.
I honestly thought that was the joke also about it.
I thought Ernie can't walk anymore. I thought that was the
After
joke.
you get off the bus stuff.
Too much bus stuff. You can't walk anymore. It's a Muppet song. Are we
All
caught
right.
up? Is that it, Steve?
I think we're caught up.
Caught up over here.
All right. I liked a lot of those. I like "Tickle Me Softly" with your fur fingers was really good. Alejandra's "When I Think About You, I Tickle Myself." Another Bert Rides the Duck. Berman's "Once, Twice, three times a lady." But I got to give Michelle with Bert. Bert was hilarious. That's the one I'm going with, is Michelle. Kristin, what was your favorite?
I loved "Livin' La Vida Manamana." I loved "Stuck in Miss Piggy with You," but my favorite was this show is brought to you by the letters WAP.
All right, Rivers.
Yeah, I liked WAP, but I'm gonna go with "Stuck in Miss Piggy with You."
All right, Jarrett.
I liked everybody else's choices, but I'm going "When I Think About You, I Tickle Myself."
Steve, it's anybody's ball game.
I'm breaking the tie. So many good ones. I also really liked another Bert Rides the Duck. That was great. But I am breaking the tie, giving it to Bert. Nicely done. Let's go to sdscshow.com. Shoot us an email, and that is the way this works.
All right. Did you guys have any? Kristin, Andrew, did you have any?
Yeah, I had a few. I had what Ernie says to Bert late at night. I want to duck you like an animal. I had the lesbian trash can Sesame Street song. I'm a grouch, I'm a lover. And then I had the sad Bert song. Everybody birds. Times.
Cool. Bert, you have any?
Yeah, I had one, but I also had some doodles. I'm not very good at art drawing, but this is Whole Foods, basically free.
Yeah, bananas are a nickel, right?
Yeah. So I also drew a picture of Bowers on mushrooms. You guys can see it right there. But he's sad because he's standing next to salad. Boo! He hates it. Okay. My entries were instead of everybody went WAP, I went WAC, wet ass cookie. And cause I've never met a Bert like you before. I had, oh Ernie, you're so fine, you blow my mind. That was written by that woman in Fort Wayne. And lastly, I'm bringing Grouchy back.
I love it. Andrew, do you have any?
I didn't. My head was exploding the whole time. I just was enjoying the moment.
Nice. I just have one shitty doodle. I just have this is Andrew making out with his eyes open.
You just go till you taste blood.
Absolutely. Pennies.
I got 3. I got chasing Oscars. I did it all for the cookie.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
And then my last one, this is ridiculous. The song is I'm counting up to 8, I am. And that's by Kermit's.
Well done.
Nice. All right. Well, Leedy's not here, so we don't have any doodles, so it's time to plug stuff.
Wait, we got a couple things to catch up on first.
Okay, let's do that.
All right. So Steph Andrews threw in $50 and said for Jarrett, as we all know that Bert is the top.
She means for sex, Jarrett. She means for sex.
Jojo said for Bow Wow, you said strawberries, bananas, and fruit in one sentence. Are we in an alternate mushroom universe? By the way, mushrooms are the only vegetable that Bowers likes.
Only if you put them between 2 Pringles, but that's neither here nor there.
We have Abby tipped $10 each for Jared and Andrew for being such good sports. And Marissa Merrick threw in $20, said it's so hard to breathe. Great show as always. Love all of you.
I had 2 tips also for general tip from Angela, $5. This group is my cocaine and mushrooms and weed and antipsychotics. And
you're not supposed to mix those.
Yeah, they're fine, Steve.
Yeah, it's called the bento. It's called the bento box.
Sorry, I don't know. I'm inexperienced. My apologies.
Yeah. I mean, you're not supposed to do any of it by themselves either, Steve, but you know.
All those together, that's called a Bowers Tuesday. I ran back from the bathroom for that. I was like, Bowers does drugs.
We also had a $20 tip for the comics. This show is always awesome. And that one was for my favorite, Chili Dong. Chili Dong. Send another dope tip.
And then Cass also tipped and said, just curious, Rivers, how do you not notice the taste of blood while making out with someone?
Well, it's coming from her nose, so it takes a while to drip down, you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, you're not usually licking their nose. I mean,
so if snot was pouring out of her nose into your mouth, you would not notice. You'd just be like, yeah, it's just a wet kisser.
Once it gets to your mouth, I get what he's saying.
It takes
there's
a
little
minute
bit of
to, you know.
The blood doesn't flow that quickly if she's got low
Plus,
iron.
she's hanging upside down in the,
you're doing
the sex swing.
You're doing the Spider-Man thing? You're doing the Spider-Man? The sex swing we were talking about earlier? So Jarrett thinks both people are in a swing, and it like.
Wait,
no,
a little more context here.
Nope, that's not what I said. That's not what I said, Bowers.
Okay, don't just start in the middle of the story. So, during sound check.
I'm sorry, we're out of time. Show's over.
During sound check, we were talking about, Jared asked like what was going to be inside the bus, and I was like, oh, I could talk about it on the show. And then I forget who.
I said sex swing because of course I did.
So Bowers said sex swing, and then Bowers and Andrew both made jokes about sticking your dick in the sex swing, and I was like, you think only your dick goes in the swing? You think that's it?
I would say, no, the girl goes in the swing, and she swings back and forth. And Jared said, I thought you were both in swings. And I'm like those things on your desk?
You're both sitting in the swing
No.
facing each other, as
Yeah.
sex is often done.
Yeah, exactly. And you're in one swing, so you're moving together, not bouncing into each other. Also, any distance that's-
by the way, have you ever
any
used a
distance
sex
that's-
swing? Have you ever used a sex swing, Jared?
I've never used a sex swing.
Like, I'm telling you, the girl goes in it and she swings back and forth at you. That's how it works.
Usually she's behind pushing me, so.
I don't think anyone's doing this right. But anyway.
I used one at a park once, but there was no one else but me, but I did have a really good time. I'm going to call it a sex swing because
Any swing's a sex swing if you try hard enough, Chris.
Any swing is a sex swing if you do it at night when there are no kids around.
if you straddle it and just kind of ride it sideways,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it upsets your stomach, but it's a good time.
Sex offender swing.
Kristin did it in the way of, like you try to go on the swing till it wraps all the way around. Like that was the.
Yeah.
It's like the queasy horny, yeah.
All right.
Queasy Horny playing at the Roxy. All right. Let's do some plugs for God's sakes. Andrew, where do we find you? Where do you got coming up? Where you at?
Andrew J. Rivers on whatever app you use, Instagram, YouTube, OnlyFans, and I'll be on tour with Hofstetter for Sacramento and San Francisco and a bunch of Northwest stuff, so hook me up. Let's go.
Nice. All right, Kristin, what you got coming up?
Oh, I have a website. It's KristinKey.com. I also have a podcast called Kristin Knows Blank Podcast, a Friday show called Friday Live at 5, and I'm very excited. Starting July 20th, I'll have a live show on Rush Ticks, so you can get tickets. The tickets are now available for that. It's a really fun audience interactive music comedy show. So, but you can find all that through my website. Thank you.
Very cool. Awesome. As always, you can find me at Bowers Comedy. Next week, we have 2 origin stories. We have Karira Sultanovich on Tuesday and Andrew Rivers on Wednesday. So check those out. Also, Tuesday at 9:30, I'm doing Roast Battle against Ryan Niemiller at the Comedy Store in Hollywood. So come check that out. Jarrett, what you got coming up?
JarrettBerenstein.com for all the Jarrett Berenstein business. Is This Anything podcast? We just recorded our latest Patreon episode as a sleepover that me, Brett, and Rob all had together. Also, our next live show is June 29th with special guest Kristin Key, everybody. So check that out, June 29th.
I forgot I was doing that, but I sure am. Yeah. I'm going to have to write some bits.
Very cool. Steve, where's that bus going?
Well, the bus isn't going there yet, but we're starting out on Tuesday Tuesday and Wednesday in Sacramento, and then Thursday through Saturday in San Francisco with Andrew Rivers, Brett Druck, and the talented Leedy Corbin will be there if her agent says it's okay. Check those out, those and all the other cities coming up on my website.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much, Front Row. What a great takeover. I want to thank the planning committee for bringing this to me and saying, hey, let's do a Bert and Ernie takeover and letting us figure it out. I want to thank Rachel for going to Miami so we could trick Jared into being here. And I want to thank all the rest of the hosts for not asking a lot of questions because they don't ever ask any questions till 10 minutes before the show, which is good. So thank you for being here. We'll see you guys on Tuesday at our normal bat time. Yeah. So I think Jared.
A little bit to catch up on real quick. Okay. So James Nielsen threw in $30 and said, for Bert, Ernie, and Kristin, fantastic show. And then Tam tipped and said, I find the lack of sex swing knowledge to be hilariously disturbing. Hey, look, I'm not going to disagree with you, Tam.
I also had a last-minute tip from Albert Dizon. Great show. Looking forward to the San Francisco show next week.
Oh yeah,
All right, thanks,
yeah. I
Bert.
know a lot of people are coming out to the Sacramento, San Francisco shows, so we'll see a lot of you there. It's always fun to see you in person and find out how tall each of you are.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. I will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a great rest of your weekend. You guys are awesome. We love you. We'll see you next time.
I had so much fun today. During sound check, I said to Bowers, I was like, "Hey, how come there are no comics listed in the spreadsheet? I know Rivers is on today, but who else is on?" And he's like, "I'll tell you later. You'll find out." And I was like, "On." He's like, "Shut up and like it." I'm like, "Okay." That's how that surprise went. But no, that was a ton of fun. Great job, Bowers. Great job, planning committee, putting the whole thing together. And I'm still trying to figure out the bus name. Maybe Ridicubus is pretty good. Anyway, we'll Succubus. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. Goodbye.
Clear.